What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Yotna. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Purge Election Year. Now, before I get into that video, I want to deliver a message to all of you people that go to the movie theaters and completely disregard everyone else in that movie and basically ruin the movie for everyone by talking. Fuck you. No, I'm so serious. Fuck you guys, because I had a pretty horrible experience last night viewing the Purge Election Year, and it dealt with people who were disruptive and talking during the movie and just completely disrespectful to all the other people who have came to view this movie. And it's just sad that people lack this respect of others when they go out in public, especially to a place like a movie theater when everyone's trying to focus on the movie and hear the movie and just pay attention completely and fully, and not have little nuances that are happening in the movie theater that will distract them or deter them or make them miss a little bit of a scene or make them miss, well, what did they just say? I didn't hear it because everyone was fucking talking. You know what I mean? So let me explain my experience for you guys last night so you guys can understand why I have to deliver this message. So I go to view the Purge, the election year last night. I'm sitting on the front row where the stadium seating starts. So you have like the floor seating in the front, and you have some stadium seating. I'm sitting in the front row of that stadium seating because I actually enjoyed that seat because I had a lot of leg room, and I actually really liked that. And that's my first time sitting in that seat, so I might have to start sitting there more often. But anyway, there was this row of maybe six girls that were sitting behind me, and they might have been teenagers, maybe young adults. Either way, they were annoying as shit, and they were talking a lot during the movie, more so during the first half. When I got around to the second half, and especially the third act, they kind of quieted down, and I was able to focus more on the movie. But that first half of the movie, it was just ridiculous, dude. Like, I think this might have been the worst, maybe one of the worst experiences that I've had at the movies as far as someone talking. And I guess it made it worse that they were sitting right behind me, and I had to deal with that bullshit. But let me just, like, basically do a reenactment of basically all of their talking and all the little like commentary and just all of that crap. Let me just run through it for you guys, right? And action. Oh shit. 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 Oh no, girl, no. Girl, I wouldn't even. No, nah, nah, no. Girl, no, I wouldn't. No, why would you even? No. Oh shit. 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 Ah! Oh shit. Girl, that got me, girl. Oh shit. Oh shit. No. No. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Now, so that's what I had to deal with during the first half of this movie. Like, guys, I'm so serious. Like, that's exactly what they were doing. It was a lot of oh shits to everything. Anytime there's a moment of suspense or anything, it was oh shit, and then commentary on the actions of the characters. And I'm like, dude, like, you're at a movie theater. Like, there's people around you who are trying to pay attention to the movie, and you are being disruptive. Like, you might do that at home, but keep that shit at home. Do not bring it to the movie theater. And it was just really pissing me off, and I didn't really say anything, mainly because people are crazy these days, and I don't want to be in a situation where I do basically go, hey, shut the fuck up, and then, you know, they pull out a gun and start blasting away or something. I don't know. People are crazy these days. You just never know. So no one else really said anything either, and I think it has a lot to do with the state of how things are in the world, and people are a little bit more nervous about confrontation because they don't know how crazy that other person is. So no one said anything. But it was just sad because I'm sitting there and I see all these people leaving. Like, there's one guy sitting to my left. He's by himself, and I'm sure he was excited to see this movie, especially if you come and watch it by yourself. You're like, hey, I don't care who's coming. I want to see this movie. But he's sitting there. He got his drink. He had his popcorn. And I see him get up and leave. Now, I'm assuming a couple of things. One, maybe he's just going to go tell management, hey, these people are talking too damn much. Or maybe he's going to the bathroom, whatever, right? And so, after maybe another 20 minutes go by, I'm like, hey, that guy's still gone. That dude left. and he even left his drink and I guess he was so pissed, he just left his drink and popcorn there, like just left it, just said fuck it. And I'm hoping he got a refund on that because concessions are freaking expensive. So hopefully, man, you got a refund on that besides the refund on your ticket. But it just sucks, man, because you go to watch this movie and then you have people that are just super pissed off and they're leaving. And, you know, a lot of times people might not be able to watch it at a later time. Like, there was a 10 o'clock showing, but this is the best time. Like, I wanted to watch it now. I didn't want to wait till 10. So I was just like, you know what? I'll sit through it. I'll try to ignore it and I'll focus on the movie. Thankfully, it got a little bit better towards the end. They started quieting down. But that first half sucked and it was just pissing me off so much. But, like, seriously, man, if you guys are going to the movies, like, be mindful of the people around you. Be respectful. You know, these people, you know, movies are already expensive to go to anyway, with tickets and concessions. Like, these people want to come and focus and enjoying the movie and not hear you add all this stupid commentary and just keep talking and having full-blown conversations and basically disrupting the movie experience and people, and, you know, removing people's immersion from the movie. So fuck you guys for doing that, and seriously, be mindful, people. Let's be respectful, man. Like, I feel like in today's society, like, a lot of the, like, just general respect has been lost. So we need to regain that, especially at the movies. Let's just please be respectful and keep all the commentary for after the movie, but keep quiet during the movie and enjoy it. This has been a message brought to you by Yotna. Now, anyway, let's get on to the review, which is why you watched or clicked on this video in the first place. So, The Purge Election Year. This is the third installment in the Purge series. Again, it is directed and written by, I believe it's James DeMonico. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, James DeMonico. And I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And there's some other names that I might end up pronouncing wrong as well. So forgive me if I don't get it absolutely right. But I have everything like pulled up here in front of me, so I can try to get it right the best I can. But much respect to all the crew and cast involved in this movie, because I'm going to let you guys know right now, I love this movie and I thought it was awesome. So, spoiler alert for the rest of this review, but I thought this movie was great. So, again, this is the Purge Election Year, third movie. This is like the finale of the Purge series that completes the trilogy. Again, written and directed by James DeMonico, who's done the other Purge movies as well. And this one is just, I think, another great entry. In fact, this might be my favorite one out of the whole series. Now, something interesting with the Purge. Normally, when there's like a horror, suspenseful thriller franchise, right, you're always fearful of the sequels. You're like, oh, the first one was good. Can they really make it better? Because most of the times the sequels suck. Well, I found that to not be the case with the Purge. I feel like with the Purge, with each sequel, it's like it just gets better and better and provides a deeper insight into what's going on, and it does just a better job of, you know, building characters and things like that. So this one, by far, is probably my favorite out of the whole series, and I'm going to start running through the reasons why I think it's so great. So the first reason, and this is something that's really great about the second movie, is just the characters. This movie does a great job of making you care about the characters, making you feel what the characters feel, like pulling you in, like you rooting for these characters, like, oh, please make it, please make it, you know, like you're just like, you're super invested, you care about these people. And they did a great job of that in the Purge Anarchy. Like, you know, there's a lot of character development, and it wasn't like they did flashbacks, like it was just through general conversation and the flow of the movie that you started to understand the background of these people, or why they might be out on Purge night, those different things. And again, that's here in the Purge Election Year. The character building is just awesome. Like, I loved this cast of characters, and their charisma, or their attitudes, or their skill set, or just the overall camaraderie. Just everything felt realistic, like it was believable, and it just made me care about them more and made me more invested in them, and I was really rooting for these characters. So let me set up what the Purge Election Year is about. So it picks up 2 years after the events of the Purge Anarchy, and we are once again sort of following a set, or a couple sets of characters that will eventually cross paths and work as a team to survive the night of the Purge. And that's how it was in the Purge Anarchy. You had about, 3 different sets of characters who all eventually converged and they have to work as a team to get through the night of the purge. And that's the same thing here with election year. So I will narrow it down to two sets of characters that are like the main focus of the movie. So our first set revolves around the senator. So the basis of the movie is you have the senator named Charlie, played by Elizabeth Mitchell, and she's basically running for president, and part of her campaign is basically saying she's going to end the purge. She's had a horrible experience in a past purge, and she wants to put an end to the purge. So you can obviously see where this story is going to go, because she's putting it into a purge. The new founding fathers are going to be pissed, so you know what's going to happen. Now, Charlie, the senator, has of course, a security detail, and the head of that security detail is none other than our boy, Sergeant Barnes from the Purge Anarchy. So Sergeant Barnes is back, and he's the head of the senator's security detail, and he's protecting her, and yada yada yada. Now, I loved Frank Grillo's portrayal of Sergeant Barnes in the Purge Anarchy. I liked his demeanor, I liked his attitude, and of course that's all back here in election year. He has that same sort of like hardcore, let's get the job done, like no bullshit, I'm gonna fuck some shit up type of attitude, and I loved it. Like, I loved this character again in this movie. So he's protecting her. Now, you guys, maybe you don't remember. Let me remind you. So in the previous purges, whenever the purge is about to start, there is a message that broadcasts on the radio waves, on the TV, the emergency broadcast system, right? And during that little speech, there's a little bit in there that says all government officials of a certain class or higher are off limits. So you're like, well, how can you make a movie if during the purge night the senator is technically off limits? Well, since the new founding fathers are pissed that she's could potentially take this election, they removed that rule, and basically everyone's game, even government officials, anybody can be killed during the purge night, and thus we have the basic, like, the kickstart, the spark that will push the plot of the movie. So that's our first set of characters, and our second set of characters revolves around these group of people that work at and visit often at this particular deli shop. So it's called Joe's Deli, and the owner, Joe, also has a employee that works there, a young Hispanic guy, and then there's also one of his top, customers. She's been going there since she was a kid, and I cannot remember her name for some reason. Let me take a quick peek right here. Her name was Lainey. So the other employee was named Marcos. So they're kind of like a little tight little family that have been working at this or being a customer at this deli shop, and there are other main group of characters that will eventually cross paths with the other set of characters, and they will all together survive the night of the purge. Now, all of these characters are awesome. Like, I loved, of course, Sergeant Barnes. He's the same Sergeant Barnes from the Purge Anarchy. So if you liked him in that, you'll love him in this. Elizabeth Mitchell did good as Senator Charlie. I liked her character. Of course, you kind of like her because she's putting it into the purge, so you like what she stands for. And then you have one of my favorite characters from the movie, Joe Dixon, the owner of Joe's Deli, played by, and I'm so sorry if I butcher this name, McKelty Williamson, or McCalty Williamson. I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but man, this guy was fantastic in this movie. He was the comedic relief in the movie. So I feel like the other purges didn't really have that comedic relief aspect, at least not as prominently as Election Year does. And my man Joe was indeed the comedic relief. So the purge is such a dark night, especially it's filled with a lot of suspense and a lot of just darkness and bad shit. And so you have Joe who sprinkles in these like comedic moments that kind of lift the spirits up. And then you just really, he's just a likable character. Like, you just really like him. You're rooting for him from the beginning. There was plenty of comedic relief from this guy. The guy that played Marcos, Joseph Julian Soria, he did a fantastic job. I really liked his character. He's kind of like the humble guy, real positive attitude. He's a great character. And then we have another character named Lainey Rucker, played by Betty Gabriel. She did a fantastic job as well. She's like a customer who's been going to Joe's Deli since she was a kid. And they built her character, gave some background on her as well. Again, all these characters working at the shop, they're all likable characters that you will root for and care about during the duration of this movie. Now, one thing I do want to mention, there was a just sub-character that was in the beginning of this movie, and he says probably one of my most favorite lines from a movie in a long time. Now, I'm just going to put up a quick spoiler alert right now, because I really want to put this line in this review. And so if you don't want to know what this line is, go ahead and skip ahead like I don't know, a minute to a minute 30 seconds. But he says the most quotable line in the movie for a long time, or from a long time. And that line was, I'm going to try to reenact it, right? What do you think, man? Man, I'm not paying attention. The only thing I'm thinking about is waffles and pussy. Come on, like, if you saw the movie, you probably laughed at that shit, and you probably kept saying it after you got out of the movie. I know that's how I was. After we got out of the movie, it's like, man, right now I'm thinking about some waffles and pussy. You know what I'm saying, man? But I mean, that line was incredible. And there's plenty of little one-liners and little witty bits like that throughout the movie that offered this awesome comedic relief, especially from Joe. But watch the movie, go and if you haven't seen the movie and you watch this, wait for that part to come. It's going to be hysterical, and it's going to be a memorable quote, I think, that will be in, like, you know, some movie list or some shit. I don't know, but I'm going to be saying that shit for a long time. I can guarantee you that. Like, I love this quote. All right, they should make a shirt. I'm thinking I might get a shirt. I don't know, but again, the characters in this movie were awesome, and that's like the general plot point. That's sort of one of the strong suits with this movie is the characters. Of course, they do a good job of like showing the gruesomeness of the Purge night. Like, if you remember Anarchy, you know, the Anarchy is the one that started the whole, like, we're moving around outside and getting a glimpse of what the heck is happening during Purge night. Again, they do the same thing here in Election Year, where you're you know, going through, you know, the city, that sort of thing, and get little glimpses of how crazy people are on Purge night, and just the gruesomeness of it all. I think this movie has some of the most gruesome bits from the entire Purge series. So, of course, that was interesting to see. And something that's great about this movie is just getting a deeper insight into the Purge, and getting a really deeper insight into the new founding fathers, because we actually get to see them and see what they're all about, and just get this overall better understanding of the hidden agenda behind the Purge, right? And it's pretty much what everyone thinks it is, and it's kind of hinted at the Purge Anarchy of how, you know, it benefits the rich, right? They're eliminating poor, and so this is benefiting the rich, that sort of thing. So you get a way deeper look into that, and that's one of the strong suits of this movie, just getting a better understanding and insight of the Purge and these new founding fathers. One thing I didn't mention, another character that returned was Dante Bishop. So this guy was in the first movie. He was a black guy that, you know, they let into the house, and he made an appearance again in the second movie, being part of the rebel group that's trying to overthrow the new founding fathers. And now he makes an appearance again in this movie, being the head of the rebel group that's trying to overthrow the new founding fathers in the Purge night. So he makes an appearance too, and of course his character is great, and you root for him as well. Now, there were a couple cons with the movie. There were some actors in there that I just didn't really like their acting. There was a particular set of Purgers, and they were acting crazy, and their crazy acting was a little bit too much. Like I guess it's like they were trying too hard, and it just came off as cheesy and just not good. I kind of cringed a little bit, and sometimes I laughed because I was like, oh, that was funny, because of how bad it was, or just too cheesy. There's a couple moments in this movie that have some cheesy bits. You're like, that was kind of cheesy, but it doesn't, you know, take away from the movie too much. But these particular set of Purgers, and you'll see them when they're introduced. They have a cool intro. Their intro is badass. I really like their intro, but the way they were acting was a little not too good. But it was funny at times, but then sometimes you're just like, like that's kind of bad. But But that was one of the main cons. There was a couple moments in there where they had some weird like flashes where they would show a group of purgers doing a purge activity, and it just seemed sort of random. And so that was another con. But other than that, I can't really find anything else that was wrong with this movie. Like, I feel like as a finale movie to this series, it did a great job of sort of wrapping everything up, providing great closure to the Purge, and this movie keeps you on the edge of your seat. It does a good job of maintaining suspense. It's a great thrill ride. It has some good horror aspects. It has some great characters for you to root for and care about. Now, another con is there are some stupid moments in the movie, and if you've seen the other Purges, which I'm assuming you have, especially if you've seen this review, you've probably seen the other one. So I'm gonna drop some spoilers from those other movies, like the moment in the first movie when the boy opens the security system and lets the guy in. That was kind of a stupid moment, and it like really pissed me off because I'm like, oh, like, why did you do that? So there's like moments in this movie that aren't to that degree, but they're more like, what? Are you serious? Like, that just happened? But how? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's stupid. So there are some moments like that in this movie. So just be prepared for for some stupid moments where you're like, come on, like, really? Why'd you have to write that like that? Like, that's stupid, But that's another con. Of course, this movie kind of does. It's one of those movies where they try to relate it back to current times, where like the socioeconomic status of today's society and the whole race issues and the weird objectives of certain candidates right now. And so within this movie, there's some messages that pertain to today's society. So you'll notice that as well, but it doesn't get too preachy. It makes it sort of maintained in this world of the movie that contains the Purge and things like that. But overall, I had a lot of fun with this movie. I think this might be my favorite Purge movie out of all of them. And if I were to rank them, it'd be the best one, Election Year, second best, Anarchy, and first best is the Purge. Like I said, I feel like with each iteration of the Purge, these movies have gotten better and better and better. And this is an awesome closure to the series. If they didn't make another Purge, I think I'd be satisfied, because this was a good way to close out the series, and I think it was a great finale. Extremely fun movie. Like, if you liked Anarchy, this is the best way I can say this. If you liked Anarchy, you will definitely like Election Year, and it will not be disappointing at all. It will not let you down, I promise you. So, I do recommend you go and see this movie, especially if you like Anarchy. If you didn't like Anarchy, I think you could still find appreciation in this movie. Like, depending on what your reasoning, like, you'll really like the characters, you'll really feel invested, you'll really like the closure to the series, and you'll really like the just deeper insight into the agendas of the new founding father, and just the overall insight of the Purge, and just how crazy it has made people, and some of the messages that the movie delivers. You'll be able to get a lot of appreciation out of the movie. Now, as far as what grade I'm going to give this movie, I think I would have to give this movie a B+. And I think a B+ is well warranted. Like, some of the cons that I mentioned kind of keep it from being an A-. Like, I kind of wanted to give it an A, but there were just certain little cheesy moments or stupid moments where I was just like, I don't like that writing, or why do they have to make it be that way? They could have done that a little bit differently. But overall, this is a very fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot, and it provides great closure to the Purge. And again, if you liked Anarchy, you will love this movie, because it is, I think, the best one of the series, and you will really enjoy it. So, go check out the Purge Election Year while you're on this holiday weekend. And I'm hoping that you guys are all having a great holiday weekend. I know I am. I just got done eating some very good barbecue chicken. It was good, man. Good barbecue chicken. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my content or just be notified when I'm releasing new videos, please do hit that subscribe button and support your boy. I would really appreciate it. Again, have a great holiday weekend, or continue to have a great one, and have a great Independence Day tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much. Peace.